Continuing on with these letters. Soon, something was split into two. The acclamations, the shouting, was twofold. It was according to age. The demands were brought forwards. This group wanted to use a ball. This group wanted to use a tabula. That here means a box for playing on. I was the first standard bearer for the sphere. The sphere would be the ball, which, for me, as you know, not less than a book, is a companion. On the other side was my brother Dominicus, a man of great gratia, influence or something, of utmost charm. He took the tesserus. So this word's used for dice. It's also for watchwords to be written on and passes, etc. And he was shaking this in the way that a horn blower would call gamblers to a pergam. This is a little turret on the game board, a little box or something. We, with a caterva, it's like a group of scholarists, of students, we played with this caterva abundantly or a lot. And as much as our limbs, with the torpitude or what do you call that in English, sluggishness or something, from the sedentary labour or stationary labour from staying in the same place, was blunted. So the limbs were blunted because of being stationary, but with this salubrious or healthy running about, cursu, it was made brisk or energised, which is that word there. Okay. This guy, the illustrious Philomartius, also spelled with a PH, just in the way of the poet Virgil, this is a little quote. He dared to test the labour of the young man in this ball game with his own hand. He mixed himself in, there's the say for himself, into this turmoil, or like this swirling and mass group of ball players, steadfastly, for he had been, looks like beautifully, he used to be a player when he was still of a minor age. So he's older now. Who frequently, from his place of standing, he had been moved by the impulse or beating of runners of this ball game in the middle. Now he was accepted or taken into the arena in the middle of this circle. Tam quam. So openly, people flying by. It's a bit hard to understand what's going on here, but super yakta nor insurgent. So the Tremites, the path that they're going, so he couldn't take care, and often there's a bit of a catastrophe. Okay, so people are cutting him off. There's a bit of a catastrophe going on. He's recoiled himself from being bent on his ruinoso bending of his knee, I guess that is. So he's nearly falling down. He was the first to remove himself from all this going on with the ball in the game. He's suspiring, which means breathing, and his internal organs, his entrails, were all heated up. Namqui, just another joiner. Forearm, fibra, that's another part of your entrails, with the swelling of his liver, was punjabating him, was pricking him with frequent pain of this exercising. I desisted immediately also, making a communal ceasing of the game. It was a matter of love and dearness, lest he should be suffering some brotherly, very according to him, his modesty might be attacked by this lassitude, which is also another word for being tired. He wanted to show some compassion, basically. So therefore then, as we sat, and soon he wanted the sweat, was advising him to seek water for his face. It was exhibited, brought out for the demanding guy. Equally also was a cheap shaggy linen, which was heavy, which in yesterday, Pridiano, all the scales and wouldn't be really scales, flakes of skin maybe, and the day before. It's been cleaned up in this case in this small room of the Ada cooler. The double valve doors, which are open, a block and tackle. It looks like it was erected on a rope and had been swinging. Okay, so he got water, but also a towel. It looks like there was is it soap or something? Something was dangling on a rope anyway, from a block and tackle near the open doors of the janitor. So the janitor must own it. Okay, so this while in some leisure, he was drying his cheeks because he got the towel off that rope. He said, "I want to this panel," that must be the cloth as well. It's just referred to as a bit of a rag. Something similar. Triquestro on some sort of meter. I want you to bid to be written for me a poem, I guess. It'll be done, I said. But, he dixited, that my name, this meter should hold. So the meter of the poem should have the guy's name in it. I responded to the things which he demanded. This would be very possible in the doing. And he also said, "Dictate away then." Then I, smiling, "On the spot, the muses will be moved." Probably means vexed or something. "If to the chorus of themselves, I should not make free from witnesses or arbiters." He responded violently and refined or urbanely, as the nature, by nature, it must be ablative. He's a phlegmious man, a fiery man, and what have we got? He's an inexhaustible spring of eloquence. "See, Master Solius," that's a vocative, "lest by chance Apollo should more be moved or vexed, because alone with his alumnas," I guess the muses are his foster children or something, he moved them away to a secret place. And anyway, now you're able to know what applause has been moved or generated or something by a sentence, a sententia. It's feelings and opinions so sudden and so charming. Neither was there more of a delay. Soon with his scribe, who was next to him holding his pugillarum, that's like a writing board or something, who had been he'd been called to me. I composed thus this epigram. I guess I'll make another rough translation here. Early is usually an adverb. Looks like it's a neuter noun here. So novo in the morning, early in the morning, or when the hot baths are demanding, or when his hot front or forehead is wet from the hunt. We got beautiful Philomatus. Favours what do you call that? Takes attention or something to his wet face. The liquid from his face migrates into the drinking or absorbing fleece, which is I guess now the linen's now turned into a wool in the poem. Okay, so Ephinanius scarcely had inscribed what was written above this poem or whatever. This can be on wax as well. And it was announced the advised hour that the bishop was progressing out from his receptorium, and we got up. "Give you some a pardon or whatever to what you've demanded, this little cantilena, this little, I think they call it a dog poem, a doggerel or something. However, this is going both ways, ambiguous here. What is greater, me recently, towards a certain person, who've been bearing days good or badly. You've ordered me to write this poem parabolically, which is ambiguously or figuratively. And what tomorrow, it'll be expedited, it'll be ready or something at hand. Secretly review it, and if it's pleasing, have some favour for producing it or something, and if it's displeasing, give some forgiveness, delete it. The end. Goodbye.